get some breakfast to go up to the fire by the shelter. And we're back on trail, leaving Gooch. Today's going to be either an 8-mile day or a 10.5-mile day. There's a section that basically encompasses the whole of Blood Mountain that is, you're not allowed to camp there if you don't have a bear canister, which I don't have a bear canister, so that's like the last 7 or 8 miles until Neel Gap. So I'm going to camp as close to that boundary line as possible, which is either an 8-mile point or a 10.5-mile point. I'm just kind of see when I get there what I feel like doing. Body's still feeling pretty good. Last night, the last like 2 miles, before I got to Gooch, my right foot was starting to get a little bit of soreness. I think it was a little bit of plantar fasciitis, if I had to guess. So I did some massaging it out with the massage ball, and I feel fine this morning. So I just keep an eye on it and see how that goes. Gooch Gap. Okay, here's the latest plan. I've got a hotel booked in Blairsville for 2 nights in, what's it gonna be? Not tonight, tomorrow night, and the night after. And that's because there is rainstorms and potential for thunderstorms coming 2 days from now. So that's going to be a good day to get off trail, and it kind of lines up nicely for when I'm getting into Neel's Gap anyway. So I've been hiking around another guy, and he had a shuttle booked for getting into Blairsville, and so I booked at the same hotel. We got paired up on the same shuttle, so I think that's going to work out. I'll take a 0 on the rainy day and just kind of chill. I'm still feeling good as far as my body goes, so it's just going to be kind of a weather delay kind of day. And might get a chance to do some laundry or something otherwise, but that's the game plan so far. And then after the storm passes, we'll get back on trail at Neel's Gap and keep on going from there. Woody Gap. Looks like lots of cars up here. This is the first legitimate road crossing so far. The Blood Mountain Wilderness. Let's see, Girard Gap would be the furthest I get today, 5.6. Neel's Gap is going to be tomorrow, 10.8. I'm on top of Preaching Rock. This is quite the magnificent view. I'm just feeling super lucky that the weather has been as nice as it has been to start out with. It's a good way to get kind of introduced to the trail without having to worry about weather hazards and other things. And super fortunate the timing's going to work out just right to where the one day where a big storm is forecast to come in, we'll be able to take a 0 in a town and not be stuck out in the woods. But I know the AT will give me other opportunities to dump rain on me later, so taking this one day away from it will not be bad. I'm all set up. I'm at Lance Creek for the night, so today was a shorter day. It's only like 8 miles or so. I think it'll be about the same for tomorrow. We'll tackle up and over Blood Mountain and then right into Neel's Gap. Nice little creek down there. There's only a couple of setups here for tents, not too roomy. I'm done with dinner, sun's going down, everybody else is going to bed here pretty quick. I don't think it's supposed to get too cold tonight, only down to like upper 30s I think, so not as cold as last night, but we will see you guys in the morning. Morning, 7 o'clock. Birds are chirping. I'm getting up.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Goob.
We're both YouTubers doing the Appalachian Trail. So we just wanted to give a shout out to each other. Go give us a like on each of our channels. Mine's Johnny Be Good.
And I'm at Goob's Adventures.
And we're just looking forward to seeing y'all, and thanks for tuning along. Give us a like and a subscribe. Thank y'all.
Yeah,
Have a good
thanks.
day.
And we're just now leaving Lance Creek, heading up Blood Mountain. I think it's about 5 miles from here, straight up, till we get to the top. It's gonna be loads of fun today. Body's still feeling good, so I'm ready for it. Just trying to keep a steady pace and a steady momentum as we trudge uphill here. It's not that bad overall. It's just gonna be uphill for a long ways. Overall, Blood Mountain isn't too bad. It kind of stair steps its way up in elevation. So you'll have sections like this where it's kind of flat, a little bit downhill, and then it'll pop back up and you'll have a steep bit for a little bit. But it's gradual. It's a gradual up. It's not too bad. I'm imagining the hill rise in the background there is the peak. So we got maybe one final last mile or so might be a little more strenuous, but we'll see. Yeah, down that way is the turnoff for the Woods Hole Shelter. It's a little bit of a walk down that way. This might be a last fill-up spot to get some water before going up and over Slaughter Creek Trail down that way. I think I'm going to top up here real quick. Whatever I need to get me up and over. Should be getting close to the top. It's definitely the rockier, steeper bit, but overall still not that bad. Here's Blood Mountain Shelter. There's the survey marker, top of the top, top of Blood Mountain. I think there's a better view coming up just around the corner, but there's a nice 360 pan for you. Views coming down sure are great. Probably soon after this, we're probably back in the woods though. I enjoy it while I can up here. Yeah, it's gonna be slower going down if it's like this. This is a mad rock scramble. This is the fun part, I guess. I don't know where I'm going. Oh man. There's a blaze. We're on the trail somehow. Sweet. Guess what that sound is? Starting to rain, I think. It's not supposed to rain today, so I wonder if it's not going to last. Oh, it's actually hailing. I can see little, can't get it on camera, but little tiny ice pellets are coming down. Well, that's cool. This is just fun for me right now. I think there's about a half-mile left or so till I get to Neel's Gap. And it's only a little after noon or so, so we're up and over Blood Mountain in like, what's that, 4 hours or so? That's not bad. Moving pretty quick. I'm gonna have a wait, though, for a little bit at Mountain Crossings. I'm just waiting for the shuttle, because that doesn't come till like 4. But that's fine. I'd rather get in there early and sit tight than miss the shuttle completely. We'll check out the store a little bit and rest up, see what else is going on at that place. I can see Mountain Crossings through the trees there. We're getting close. Here we are, Mountain Crossings at Neel's Gap. Yeah, this is a major milestone. A huge number of people end up quitting the trail here because they realize they've gotten in way over their head and they just weren't prepared for it. Hence the shoes in the trees. My shoes will not be added.
Two sides. That's good. There's a pond, there's a stream that runs through it. Very nice. Good 4 acres of blueberries.
And right now I'm all checked into a hotel in Blairsville. Had an awesome country fried steak dinner. Tomorrow we're expecting rain all day. Probably get some nice meals in otherwise. I've got my resupply from Neel's Gap. I'll go through that tomorrow and kind of show you what I had to do and how to address it to yourself to kind of mail yourself a box, and some of the food that I sent myself, which is similar to what I got for coming out here. And I'll do a little planning to see when I'm going to come off trail next for my next resupply. And otherwise, we'll just kind of have a nice chill 0 day. We'll see you tomorrow.